In the spring of 2021, the NeoSTEM ecosystem, through its Dream STEM initiative, began plans for a summer pilot of a STEM externship experience for area educators. The goal of this externship, and all of the work of the Dream STEM initiative, is to make STEM careers more visible and accessible for students of color. The thinking with the externship program was that teachers really need to understand and experience what STEM jobs look like in our region so that they can take that knowledge back to their classrooms, their colleagues, and the entire school community. The pilot program launched in June 2021 and wrapped up in late July.
I can remember the first day of school every fall. It was very terrifying and exciting at the same time. New classes, new teachers. If you're not an educator, you might not know it's doubly terrifying for the teachers. And then there's always the perennial question that everyone seemed to ask. So what did you do on your summer vacation? But this year, 3 Cleveland Metropolitan School District teachers and 1 Akron teacher have something pretty cool to share with you and their students in the fall. The Dream STEM pilot teacher externship program just wrapped up last week, and today you're going to hear about it directly from these teachers. We developed the plan for the teacher externship project in early spring and began publicizing it to various companies and organizations. We only wanted a few companies for this first pilot this summer because we recognized that this was going to be an initial pilot. And we believe really deeply in doing things well and right, learning lessons, and then expanding out. So we quickly had 3 amazing companies and organizations step up to host teacher externs. Synthomer of Akron, the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District, and Invacare of Elyria.
So now that I have built up my content knowledge, I need to share it with my students. This is an Apple Pages document that I created. And as you can see with it, it'd be focused on one specific lesson, a weekly lesson. This one focuses on erosion and deposition by water. It's for an 8th grade standard. And if you take a look at it, this type of presentation, my students could just follow the routine class structure, presenting. They would read the content, they would practice the concept using hands-on lab activities, and that's just fine. But they also, something like this gives them choices on how to demonstrate mastery of the topic. So they can choose extra things to do, or they could just choose a different route altogether than the traditional type of lessons that we would do on a daily basis. This type of concept doesn't only need to focus on the Northeast Ohio Sewer District, though, or Invacare or Synthomer, but it could incorporate any industry that involves STEM practices. So every weekly lesson and every standard could be put focus on a certain industry. It could show the work that is done there, and it could show and incorporate how science is used in these real world applications.
I'm excited about working at Davis, and I'm excited about the students that attend there. And there are so many opportunities for them to advance. And I wanted to say, I want this program to be one of those opportunities. People don't even think about wastewater. Most of the experiences the students are having are paddling and boating and going out on the lake and enjoying it. But this program is going to allow them an opportunity to see what happens behind the scenes.
I just had a wonderful experience through this externship program and really working with Synthomer. I'm not a very chemically trained have a background. My knowledge kind of stopped at Chem 1. So I was very excited for the opportunity to learn about something that I'm very uncomfortable with. So through this experience, I was able to see hands-on every aspect of the Akron Technical Center that they have from Synthomer, where they are developing, creating, testing new products that either they are inventing themselves or other customers are requesting. from them, and being able to see hands-on how a product goes from the developmental stages through the testing, and then actually being able to see it produced a large scale in one of their plants was a great opportunity. During this time, everyone's like, okay, let's show her the math that's involved. And it's like, I can create math from anything. I can use any topic. It's all about incorporating the bigger picture or the problem-based learning into the classroom. The current innovation in the classroom or in education is to make sure that we are creating these STEM experiences or these real-world applications for learning in the classroom. And this STEM externship experience has really given me the pathway to be able to do that.
This opportunity was one of the most awesome things I've ever participated in, not just in life, but in my education field as my second career. And, Educator is a global leading company in manufacturing medical home devices, those things that our children probably take for granted. Oh, this was so awesome for me because I'm coming from a totally different experience in the education field. What I mean by that is, as an educator, I'm not in the math nor the science genres, but I get to do it all because of all the students that I touch. And so being in this experience was so awesome. It opened my eyes to what a real engineer is, and that there are so many different types of engineers out there. We have to differentiate in our classrooms and in our lessons. If we take the differentiation portion of what we have to do and attach that to the student's interest level, skill level, and make that come to life, we can, what I call, put them on a yellow brick road, and we can take them, put that interest in their permanent record, so that even as a kindergartner, we know that John and Mary, they like to work with their hands. They may be builders. They may, we want to take what they're interested in and build on that.
The educators who participated in the pilot of this externship learned a great deal, from the role of math with polymer production to how to apply the principles of biology, chemistry, physics, teamwork, and so much more to the real world of work. The teachers involved in the pilot of DreamSTEM will be sharing what they learned with students, families, colleagues, and others, and will be helping to lead the design and launch of the full DreamSTEM NeoSTEM externship program for summer 2022.